Well, for the boys hockey team here at Babson College on Saturday night, it was an exciting Herget Division matchup between two teams who faced each other many times before, Norwood Mustangs and the Wellesley Raiders. Playing with even more confidence after making it to tourney for the first time in 3 years, Wellesley would now be looking for an upset win over their division rivals. And after a scoreless first play, it stopped barely 1 minute into the second period when Ben Krzyzewski, racing down the ice, makes a great defensive play, but momentum accidentally slides him into his own goalie, Jack Maxwell, knocking him out. Unfortunately, both players would have to leave the game. Neither one would return. Now, with backup goalie Andrew Johnston in net, the Mustangs immediately go on the offensive attack. Connor Prendergast's slap shot here gets blocked by Johnston, but Dan Farrell is right there for the rebound, and Norwood's up 1-0. Later, seconds after a big Mustangs penalty kill, Raiders are finally able to answer back as Carter Huff in the slot whips it past goalie Dennis Drummy, and we're all tied up at 1. But the Mustangs would regain the lead on this play as Matt Hajar somehow slings the puck past two Raiders in the slot, and Captain John Galvin's wrist shot finds the back of the net. It's Mustangs 2, Raiders 1. Norwood would literally only have seconds to enjoy the lead though, as Connor Morton dekes past two Mustang defenders, driving hard to the net. The shot gets blocked, but the puck finds Carter Huff's stick, and once again Huff is to the rescue, and it's all tied up at 2 apiece. Deep in the third we go, still tied at 2, only 2 minutes left. Mustangs' Dan Farrell goes top shelf, who would not only be his second goal of the game, but also would be the game winner here, as Wellesley runs out of time in this one, with the final score Norwood 3, Wellesley 2. Raiders fall to 9-7-2 on the season. Moving on to girls basketball on Tuesday night in a division matchup with the Milton Wildcats, the Raiders knew it was a must-win for them to keep their tournament hopes alive. After a low-scoring first with Milton sticking around only down by 1, we fast forward to the second quarter. Sophia Mavromatis here makes a great play, saving the ball from going out of bounds. The ball gets knocked around, Dorian Cohen saves it and feeds it back to Mavromatis, and she drains the 3 and puts the Raiders up 9-7. Just seconds before halftime, Katie Williamson hits from behind the arc, and Wellesley takes a 19-10 lead into the third. Even with the lead though, it seemed like it still could be anyone's game, and so immediately into the second half, Raiders come out more aggressive. Sophia Mavromatis drives baseline and gets the floater to go. After 2 3-pointers in just under a minute by Natalie Hart, that 9-point lead turns into 17, and Milton has to take a timeout. Wildcats' Sarah McMenamin would quickly answer with a layup, but the Raiders' lead would ultimately be too much for Milton to overcome, and Wellesley goes on to defeat the Milton Wildcats by the final score 44-21. A key factor in this victory was the way the players responded in the third quarter to put the game out of reach. And after the game, Coach Siri and Captain Sophia Mavromatis talked about what helped motivate them and how the team effort win gets them one step closer to a tournament berth.
We didn't have a choice. It was either going to be make tournament or not. So just kind of what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve this year? And they responded. We won, and it was an important win. So that's all that matters right now. We needed 2 before tonight. We need 1 more. So that was great. So this one was a great win for us.
We had a good halftime talk. We realized that we needed to come out, obviously, with a sense of urgency and play that way. We ran our plays, we shared the ball, and a lot of people over the course of the game made a lot of clutch shots. Natalie made a lot of threes. Katie Williamson made some good steals. Julia Gagosian made some clutch shots. Everyone, it's a pretty evenly scoring game, and I think that's what really helped us. Obviously, we needed 2 more wins for tournament, and I think we really came out with a lot of intensity and realized the situation we were in. We only need 1 more win to make tournament, and I think we're going to be able to clinch that if we keep practicing and playing the way we do.
And on Wednesday, it was senior night for the Raiders girls hockey team. But with no seniors on the roster, Wellesley made it a special night by honoring their superfan, number 25, senior Katie Koskadin. Katie is always there to greet you with a beautiful smile cheering on her favorite team at every home and away game. And the Raiders made sure not to disappoint their superfan and all the ones who came out to Babson to support their team in Wellesley's last home game of the regular season. Facing the Milton Wildcats, we go halfway through the first. Raiders get a 2-on-1 fast break here, and Sophie Vernon is right there for the score. Wellesley 1, Milton nothing. In the second, Wellesley on a breakaway once again. This time it's Cecily Doctor who takes it in all by herself with an impressive forehand and backhand move, and the Raiders double the lead 2-0. Wildcats respond though on a neutral zone face-off. Sarah Goss and Julia Scannell fight for the puck. Scannell comes away with it and puts it top shelf off Megan King's stick. Milton cuts the lead in half, 2-1 Raiders. But it would be all Raiders the rest of the way, namely captain Cecily Doctor, as she scores 2 more goals, putting the game out of reach and giving her a well-deserved hat trick on the night. Wellesley wins this one 4-1 over the Milton Wildcats and continue to impress. For Raiders Sports Report, I'm Rebecca Karen.